So if you want to level yourself up, but you don't know where to start, and you feel overwhelmed by all the content out there, you've tried to level yourself up, but you either forget about it or you get overwhelmed. I want to share with you things that you can do to level up, realistically, that anyone can do. It applies to anyone, it doesn't matter. These are things that are good for any human, okay? So the first thing, and I'm not gonna waste your time, the first thing is exercise, okay? It doesn't have to be, you don't have to be a bodybuilder, you don't have to be deadlifting 300 pounds. I mean, that might not even be a lot, but for me it is, okay? Start with a 5-minute walk, start with a 10-minute walk, make it fun. Play your favorite music, go with a friend, walk to your local bookstore, walk to somewhere you enjoy going, okay? Walk around your neighborhood, start biking, something you enjoy, just whatever it is. Think back when you were a kid, what you enjoyed doing. Just exercise, just start. You don't have to have it all figured out, just start, okay? I progressed from going to the gym every once in a while to going consistently 4 to 5 days a week for about 45 minutes a session. And this is what I found the most beneficial, okay? I know I'm saying that a lot. Second is clean up your eating. Again, you don't have to be religious about this. Try to eat more unprocessed whole foods that you enjoy. Okay, things that you actually enjoy eating, and find what you enjoy and find what you don't. You're not going to enjoy every single food, and that's okay. You know, like I can't stand things like asparagus or grapefruit or broccoli. All right, but I do know the things that I do enjoy. I love things like strawberries and bananas and blueberries. I love pineapple and mango, and I know these are all fruits, but just to name a few. Just get out there, okay? Get exposure. Try, make an effort to eat things that you enjoy. Now I have to tell you, okay? I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. It's going to be weird at first, especially if you're eating a lot of crap. All right? If you're eating a lot of things that are like McDonald's and frozen pizzas, I cannot get over the amount of people that buy these pre-packaged foods, like these chicken strips and fried fish, pre-packaged fried fish and French fries, and you know, I get it, right? You gotta live your life. But these things, like, I feel like people get a habit out of eating these things, and if you knew the ingredients in these pre-packaged foods and the preservatives used, these are not real foods, all right? If it's an emergency, then yes. But get exposure to real foods, okay? I live on things like eggs and smoothies. Those are the things that keep me in line. I always start my day with eggs and a smoothie, because then I have shaped the rest of my day positively. Yes, I eat fast food and I love to get things like sushi, but mainly my staple when I am at home is fruits and lean meats. Third is educate yourself. Now, I don't mean, go to school, get a job, blah, 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 blah. I think education is very important in another sense, in the sense of always trying to be better today than you were yesterday. Something I have always wanted to do is just become the best version of myself I can be. And sometimes I've been unrealistic. And what you have to do is you have to adopt a slow growth mindset, okay? You have to remember that life is a marathon, not a sprint. You don't have to have it all figured out right away. Simply implementing one good habit today that you didn't have yesterday is a great start. Something that I am doing in 2024 is actually speaking in front of a camera, and I'm out in public doing this, okay? And I have experience doing this, but it is still very weird to me. Meanwhile, there are people who can do it without a care in the world. So that is something that I am trying to improve on. Just trying to better yourself in some aspect, okay? You're not going to regret it. That could be anything. That could be going to the gym, right? It could be eating better, but it could also be maybe being kinder to yourself, or going to your library, or really just anything, right? Just educating yourself and having a goal to be better today than you were yesterday. I guess those are sort of two things in one. I apologize for that. Mainly, I'm trying to say, educate yourself to be better today than you were yesterday. So it could look different for everyone, right? And number four is hydrate yourself. The health benefits to staying hydrated, I'm going to tell you right out, okay? I'm not a dietitian, but the health benefits of staying properly hydrated, they are just, I can't even count how many there are. We need it to function properly, and way too many of us are dehydrated. Even I sometimes fall behind on it. I try to drink a gallon of water a day. I don't always reach it, and that's okay, because I am patient with myself, okay? If I don't drink a gallon of water one day, I understand that it's not the end of the world, and I still, while I understand it's not the end of the world, I know that it still is important for me. So it will increase. So I will prioritize it more the next day. Seriously, look into the health benefits of staying hydrated and the health risks of being dehydrated. You don't have to drink 4 liters a day. Simply 2 liters a day can be a great start. And you may not enjoy it. Try soda water, okay? You may not like soda water either. I know a lot of people, as someone who enjoys soda water, I know a lot of people who don't like it. But again, just remember, you don't have to, like, you're going to make things you don't enjoy. You're going to make things that are gross, and that is okay, because you have to start. You're going to, if you are doing YouTube videos, you're going to make videos that don't do well. Failure is a part of the process, and it only helps you in the long run, okay? You gotta be open to it. And number 5, now this is the most personal one to me, is get out there and be social. As a kid, I was half introverted, half extroverted. One of my parents is an introvert and the other is an extrovert. So there were times where I'd be so social, and other times I'd be so antisocial, I guess you could say. In a school environment, in an environment or a certain set of individuals or a certain group I would be around, I would be more social than with others. And I was never, the quietest kid, but I certainly was never the loudest. I was sort of in the middle there. But in environments I was comfortable in, I would become comfortable. And I can remember actually from a former boss of mine being told that I talk too much. And this was in a work environment, and I'm not going to say too much on that. It is important to have good social skills, right? We do need to have good communication skills. So I have my own opinion on that, but leading up until then, after that, in the pandemic, I, like many others, experienced isolation, and my social skills got worn down. So getting back out there, I had to really put an effort in, and I know there's people out there that are facing the same thing, and I get it, okay? I get it. A lot of people nowadays, their social skills are toned down. And do you want to know what you can do? Do you want to know what you can really do to improve your social skills? And it's not going to be the answer you want to hear. If you really want to improve the way you speak to people, you gotta just speak to people, all right? You can learn, good conversation skills. There are certain things you could do to have a proper conversation. Not every conversation has to be the best conversation in the world. But if you want to have meaningful conversations and create meaningful relationships with people, or talk to people you care about, go and talk to them. Do a bit of research on how to have effective communication and go and apply it in real life. It's not going to work right away, okay? If your social skills are very poor today, they're not going to be amazing tomorrow. But that's okay. If they're very poor today, even having them poor tomorrow is a huge gain for you, okay? None of us are perfect. None of us are perfect. We all are a work in progress. And every individual you walk by, every individual you run into or speak to have most likely faced the same problem. Okay, people you think are judging you, they haven't judged themselves. And when people judge you, they are merely judging themselves. We're all human beings, okay? You don't have to be scared to speak to people. And if you do speak to someone and they are not what you expected, that is not your fault. It does not matter. That could be a battle the other person is facing. Me personally, I find a lot of peace coming out into nature. And this is not pretty weather, as you can tell. But regardless, I am out here and I am proud of myself because it brings me joy. Okay, it's getting pretty windy. Yeah, I just wanted to take a moment to talk to you guys about this because this means a lot to me, and videos like this, the whole point I'm starting videos like this is because this channel is because videos like this were of so much value to me when I needed them. YouTube has always been so meaningful to me, and I feel I owe it to contribute as well. I'm actually going to create a separate video for that. Yeah. Okay, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope this helped. Any tips or suggestions you guys have, please drop them in the comments. I cannot wait to get in touch with all of you, and we will see you very soon. I gotta get out of here because it's cold, so thank you, and we will see you next time.